Hey there, Dr. Paula here again, checking in with another status update on my own personal wellness journey. So, I have some interesting news actually to share. It's been a couple of weeks since coming back from Italy, and although I haven't really tried to modify my diet in any way, I guess I kind of slipped back into my old ways of well, having very little food choices. I guess I ran out of parties and picnics to go to, and I've been eating kind of the same old, and I don't have a lot of variety or diet in my repertoire just because I really don't like cooking or shopping. And I actually started to make my own gluten-free bread again. So my diet kind of went back to anti-gluten and sugar and all of the fun stuff. And guess what? My inflammation increased. Can you imagine this? So I decided I needed to get to the bottom of this because I'm really curious. It's like a big mystery, my health. And I use the body code, which is something that I don't really talk too much about publicly, but it's got to be one of the most powerful non-techie tools in my toolbox. And when I did a body code session on myself yesterday, and I asked what was the reason for this sudden uptick in joint inflammation, it led me directly to an over the counter drug. And sure enough, last week I started taking fenbendazole. At least I think that's how you say it. It is another parasite remedy, and it came recommended by my own personal health coach because when I do my bioenergetic voice analysis, I have some persistent little buggers, parasites, that keep showing their ugly head. And we are looking for specific reasons for why I might have elevated cholesterol. Now, that's a whole nother story that I promise I will get into my journey to trying to get to the bottom of my forever high cholesterol. But anyway, she recommended that I really try to go after some more of these parasites. So I started taking the fenbendazole last week. I took it for 4 days. You're supposed to take it for 5 days on, 5 days off, but I took it for 4 days on, and now I'm in my 4 days off period. And when I think about inflammation, we always think inflammation is a bad thing. Uh-oh, inflammation, we better, change something about what's going on in our body. But here's the thing about inflammation that we must remember. Inflammation in the short term is very beneficial. Inflammation is your body trying to heal itself. Now, if this continues on long term, that's when you have a problem. We don't want chronic inflammation in the body, but short term inflammation is actually a good thing. So I kind of changed my perspective into thinking, uh-oh, something's wrong. What am I doing? Why did this inflammation kick in again? To realizing that my inflammation was way better for quite some time, and now all of a sudden it kicked up, but there's a really good reason for it. If the parasites are indeed dying off, which I hope they are, it's gonna create some uncomfortable episodes in my body. And this is another good lesson to learn right here. In natural medicine, we call this a Herxheimer reaction. It's also known as a healing crisis. But most of the time, if you're really making a change energetically or physically, it could get a little uncomfortable. So things often have to get worse before they get better. So it's just, when my clients complain that there's some adverse things happening, I always secretly smile and giggle because it's my confirmation that things are working. So don't quit in your healing journey just because things are getting a little uncomfortable. That's the time to really be excited that there's changes and plow through. So I'll keep you posted on how this little parasite detox is going. And I actually, tomorrow, I have an appointment with a cardiologist. This is a big deal for me, seeing as I usually avoid Western medicine at all costs. So I will try to share my story. Because I think it's important to be an open book. Okay, so thanks for listening, and I'll be back soon.